Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. They start showing their face and they start showing their plans, and that is the destruction of Russia. It's maybe it's just an assessment made by these guys, but the thing is, Putin and Lavrov said this many times for some time already, so not from months but for years, that the West wants Russia to be not a sovereign state, a vassal state, or maybe broken in pieces. The last time when they said this was about a month ago, I think, and Putin said that they think that the West would be happy if Russia would break in about 5 pieces or so. So now we have the same number, or at least the same idea, put in words by a Ukrainian defense minister. This article comes from Ukrainska Pravda, and it's from today, July 10th, 2022. And this is the title: Ukraine's Minister of Defense predicts Russian Federation's collapse. So Ukraine's Minister of Defense predicts Russian Federation's collapse. Alexei Reznikov, and I have a gut feeling about this Reznikov. I looked him online, Wikipedia, early life, bio. I'm waiting for that little rabbit to jump out from the bush, you know. So I'm waiting. Or how is a different say here, to drop the other foot, the other shoe or something like that, I think. So Alexei Reznikov, Ukraine's Minister of Defense. I was informed by some Romanians, I can tell you how, from Romania, some more friends, about this Minister of Defense being Zelensky, but I'm waiting. Anyway, he believes that a series of Russian regions will want to declare their sovereignty in the next couple of years. Well, let's stop right here first. If Russia wins right now and kicks these guys' ass, which unfortunately they will do, even if the West will use them as proxies, then, and if Putin stays in power with his little friends, that would not happen in 2 years if Putin is still there in 2 years. I guarantee you that, 99%. I predict it, like Alexei here. Now, if Russia doesn't do very well now with Ukraine, and or Putin and his guys are out, definitely it's very possible. I would give it 70%. All right, so let's go here. So he says, as a result, he predicts that the Russian Federation will collapse and several states will be formed in its place. That's exactly what Putin said many times. And last time it was, I don't know, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, something like that, maybe a month, but I don't think it was a month. Reznikov said that in an interview for the Times. Quote from Reznikov, quoting, "I'm certain that in the next couple of years," he's certain. Certain means 100%, isn't it? I'm certain that in the next couple of years we will see multiple calls for sovereignty across the territory of the Russian Federation. Could be calls, but can they do it? The Russian Federation will cease existing as such. I know that's the plan, but will they be able to put it in practice? They're trying. Several states will be formed in its place. And he says Tatarstan, Bashkortostan, and so on. Details. Reznikov also said that the democratic world, I told you these guys think that we are below 86 IQ. Democratic world is united in its desire to make sure that Russia loses the war. As a result, this war will be the end of the Russian Empire. Now, a Russian Empire means that you have, you know, other states or other locations, other that you can, kick around. For be able to do that, you have to have armies there, or you have to have at least, vassal states. Tell me, how many military bases does Russia have outside of Russia? 2? How many does United States have? 140 some or something? I can't remember exactly how many. So who's the empire here? When something happens in, let's say in Mauritania, you don't hear Russia saying anything, hey, everything needs to stop here. But you hear United States intervening over there and saying, hey, stop, you do this, we're going to place sanctions everywhere. So who's the empire? Who has armies next to the other country's border? Russia has armies next to, let's say, US's border? Or US has borders 6,000 miles from its territory in Europe, and not only, everywhere, in Asia. So who's the empire? I mean, this is just BS, but it has to be called out, and I just did. And if you don't like it, just look at it. Look at it. Look, if you want, look at the defense budget of the United States and the rest of the world together. Okay? What does that tell you? Why do they need that? Who attacks them? Nobody attacks them. They want to make sure that they control everything. So don't, empire. And that's I can't remember who wrote this. It's a philosophical idea that an empire cannot show weakness. That's why the United States cannot show equal treatment of any other country. It always looks down. Because once an empire shows weakness, then you got the little bottom feeders saying, maybe I can run away from the plantation, if you know what I mean. So, and I'm quoting, we are certain that an anti-Kremlin coalition has been born. I think on the opposite, but a lot of people want to join the new club, which is China and Russia and others. Our partners in London, they are not your partners, they are your handlers. Get over yourself. So our partners in London, Washington, and other world capitals are investing in us. Yes, they do. So that's why Ukrainians die. Not only oh my God, I'm dying here. Not only money, but also the expectations of their people. Yeah, I expect you guys. Oh my God, I'm one of their people, and I don't expect anything from you, Alexei. Expectation of their people, the expectation that we must make the Kremlin lose. We must win this war together. Listen. When I was a young boy, a teenager, I used to listen to the dictator of Romania. In those times, his name was, or is, but he's dead, Nicolae Ceausescu. So I used to listen to his speeches. This guy talks more bullshit than that guy did. And by the way, this guy is just a student compared with Trudeau, just to mention that. So, you can compare and contrast when you really heard things, and there are available speeches of Ceausescu still there. Look at his, compare with reality, his BS with reality, look at these guys with reality, and look at Trudeau with reality. Very, very easy, very simple, very simple. Nevertheless, so these things was already spoken by the Russians for some time. So Alexei Reznikov is just saying it to make us really believe it. Is it impossible? No, I said it's not impossible, but there should be certain things that need to occur first. Putin gone, problems in the war in Ukraine. And if that happens, very possible. Again, weakness. If Russia shows weakness, yeah, there might be some bottom feeders that would like to take over and do things their way. Always, in any state. There's the fifth column. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.